Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving back to K1 action. Introducing to you first, fighting on the red corner from Phoenix Gym. Give it up for Astijus, Ace! As you know, fighting on the blue corner from Function First. Putting your hands together for Piotr, Panczak! This is an amateur K1 contest over 3 2-minute rounds.
We move up into 80 kilograms. K1 rules, 3 2-minute rounds. This one fighting out of the red corner, Astijus Ace from Phoenix. A very good boxer, Dean, against a guy with a very mean low kick in the blue corner from a Function First, Piotr Panczak. And with a touch of gloves, we are underway.
Seems to me Astijus has the reach advantage. Using the jab quite well there. Seems to want a bang coming in really close.
And Astijus, again, backing away when he saw his opponent start to chamber. I like that. Very wise game planning immediately from the Phoenix team, Dean.
Very good to be able to see the fighter. When he's in front of you under these lights, this big show, to still be calm and collected in the cage, Chris, is a skill in itself.
And overextending a little bit on that lead teep, then going Superman is Astijus. Man, very gifted athletic fighters, these two, known to be very complete fighters as well in their stand-up rounds, but I think it's the low kicks versus the straight long punches in this case, and Panczak not showing any really those low kicks yet, Dean.
I think he's just filling out his opponent here in Astijus Ace. He probably senses that he might have a reach advantage, and he's just feeling his opponent out here. You often get that in the first rounds there.
And looking to land that rear teep to the face is Astijus, and way! Flush right round kick connection, doubling up, and a nice catch. Looked to sweep the back leg, but again, that reach advantage, not with just the hands, but with the legs, Dean. Panczak couldn't find a way in there.
He definitely couldn't. However, Panczak didn't do one thing. He didn't step to the side with that leg. He went back and forward. It enables your opponent to hop. If you go to the side, Chris, laterally, it's harder to keep your balance.
Ooh, he clipped him there, Dean, right cross. And Astijus looks at him and just glares.
Nice low kick. There it is.
Again, now finally, another right round kick, but this coming from Panczak. Outstanding barrage from these two athletes.
Big body kick there by Astijus Ace. In turn, puts his opponent to the mat.
And looking to penetrate now. That reach advantage is Panczak, but the end of the round, and a great late offensive from Panczak. However, I feel that Phoenix fighter there and Astijus Ace was really, I think, arguably in control of the fight from the beginning. What a great job from Panczak coming in, though, and replying towards the end in that last 30 seconds, Dean.
I think it's evident the experience these fighters have, the discipline to feel out the first round, see what they're good at, and indeed see what their opponent is good at and worst at. Let's see what happens in the second round. They might come into their own, Chris.
Round 2 of 3. 2 more minutes here at 80 kilograms. Chris Hookster here calling it with Dean Midhat in Norwich. Beautiful venue, great fight, and just fantastic stuff here from Panczak and Ace. And Ace already backing down Panczak, but that jab not landing quite as flush as it was in the beginning of round 1, Dean.
Astijus has come out more aggressive. Oh, beautiful teep kick to the face of Panczak, knocks his head, snapping back there. Astijus really senses he needs to close down the game of Panczak. He ate one kick, maybe that was enough. He really needs to know how Panczak feels at the distance and in close in the clinch here, separated by the ref.
And that's an important skill set for a fighter who's known for being big, strong, explosive. You know, but he's coupled with a skill set, as you said, Dean, that's accurate. And Panczak bleeding profusely from his mouth from that teep. That was the best shot, I think, of the fight.
Oh.
Again, I stand corrected, another right landing. I think it's really buckled him, Dean.
Panczak is wilting here in the corner. He needs to circle out here, Chris. He can't take many more of these punches. Already bleeding from the mouth, I believe.
but he's got to be careful not to go in too deep because Panczak is always dangerous. And he tagged him once with the right cross there, but Astijus ace way. Front leg side kick landing for the Phoenix fighter, and so impressed with the technique of these two men at 80 kilograms, just outstanding.
Astijus doing a perfect job of stalking his opponent down, closing his game down to make him fight out of his comfort zone. Panczak really needs to stay on the outside, circle out, putting some of those chopping leg kicks to take the spring out of Astijus' pace.
I like how Astijus landed that oblique kick with the rear leg. His corner cheering him on, but Panczak now charges back in reply. Nice right again lands. Good catch of the knee for Panczak, but he's breathing very hard, Dean.
Almost certainly took some big shots there, had to recover in the meantime, making out of the second round. Astijus doing a really good job, buckling his opponent down, forcing him backwards. He's ultimately bleeding from the mouth, Chris. More damage, I would say, to Astijus Ace. I would give that round to Ace.
Now we know that Astijus Ace was able to kickstart that round, in particular with two big techniques. There was the kick to the face, the front kick, as well as a right that landed bang on the money. Two huge shots. Panczak has got to come in and get inside Dean in round 3.
Very true. He can't have his back against the wall. He can't sit back and take it. He doesn't want to be fading away. He's come forward with heavy shots, big leg kicks, and more importantly, Chris, circle out to get out of the range of Ace.
We continue here at Contenders. Final round, and again, a lead, that was a rear teep in this case from Astijus Ace, hunting for the head of Panczak, going with that 360 wheel kick again, trying to connect to the skull of Panczak. Man, that guy's running on some big confidence so far, Dean, in round 3.
Astijus Ace definitely the more confident fighter here. I'd like to see Panczak throw that lead leg kick, low leg kick, and follow up with overhand right. I think I have some definite success doing that and circling out quite well there. Panczak's did a better job of avoiding these strikes.
And as you said, Panczak actually connected a couple times in the last round with a right. So if he can get it over the low lead arm, the lead left arm, typically when Astijus Ace stands orthodox, that could be a home run shot.
I like the way Astijus Ace looked down as if to say, I'm going to kick your leg, and he went up high. Beautiful stuff from Astijus Ace.
And a clinch here initiated from Panczak. The blue corner trying to unsettle the red. And again, that right cross. I like how he ducked his head and then went to the body. If he ducks his head, maybe then Dean going for the overhand right. He might be able to sell the body shot. Again, oblique kick. I love how he uses that to swap stances. Astijus Ace, again, opting with that right leg to go to the front leg of Panczak. And these fighters swapping stances so much, Dean.
I'd like to see more power from Panczak. And let's pick up on the thing you said about switching stances, Chris. The hand that you have the strongest should always be behind because you can punch harder. It's simple as that. And if he's switching stances in Panczak, he's not going to have that much power in a different stance. He really needs to land some decisive shots against Ace. As the round closes to a finish, he really needs to put us full stop or perhaps work for the knockout.
And as you said, more distance to travel, greater velocity and momentum for the punch, but it's Ace with a 2 and 3 punch combination to finish off the round. And looking to his corner and raising his hand, I think he's done enough to take this, Dean, but man, Panczak so tough in the heat of battle. Great articulate movement from these two, and what a performance.
Beautiful stuff. Astijus Ace ultimately stands out in my mind, more dominant, more offensive. He ultimately won this kinetic chest smash, Chris, of striking. He closed his opponent down, like you said, articulated the movement, dictated the pace, and I believe ultimately won the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, first off, a great war. Put your hands together, both these guys in the cage. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a winner by a judge's decision in the red corner.